Hey Scorpio, it's Don from Sonora and Mystic Tarot. This is the reading for August 5th through the 11th. If you have Scorpio anywhere in your chart, then you found the right place to be. Additionally, take what resonates with you, leave the rest behind. I've asked for Spirit to tell me in these cards what is in your highest and best interest. And so let's take a look at what they're saying. Before we do that though, don't forget to hit a comment. Hit me up in the comment sections. Make sure that you are a subscriber at this point. And when you do, I will enroll you in a drawing at the end of the month for a copy of my new book, The Ultimate Power Within, Unleashing the Magic of Affirmations. You can buy this on Amazon as we speak for $20 plus tax and postage and that kind of stuff. But again, get it for free by hitting the comment section and leaving me a remark. Let me know how things are working with you. So let's get to it. Here we go. The overall energy of the reading, Scorpio, is a Fool card. That Fool card can take a number of different ways of looking at it, so I'm just going to leave it at that for now. But that's the energy reading. Your energy for this week is the Queen of Pentacles. The second card out for the read is the King of Cups. Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups. I don't know. Something's going on here. There's some big cards. The next card out is a Seven of Pentacles. And the final card out is the Ace of Wands. Let's get some clarifiers underneath that Queen of Pentacles. We have one, which is the Page of Wands. Then we have that King of Cups clarifier, 10 of Wands. Now we see why that's happening. I see. I'm loving this. It's falling in place. Seven of Cups. Got to be careful with that Three of Swords underneath it as a clarifier. But that Ace of Wands is out there, and the Ace of Wands is done with the Five of Wands. All right, that clarification. Well, let's get started with the Fool card. That Fool card energy can be the fact that sometimes you are a fool and you're not paying attention. You're kind of just looking off to the horizon, and all of a sudden what's in front of you, and then you step on someone fall. That's not what this is. That's the best part about this. This energy today, the Fool card, is that new energy. There's a renewal in your spirit, a renewal, a new stride in your step. I mean, there is something happening, something that just came in. Again, life has been changing for you, and it's been a very energetic cycle. It's been hectic as well. But there's also been these lulls. And as you hit these lulls, you're like, okay, when am I going to break through? When am I going to break through? When am I going to... And you just got a new burst of energy. And that new energy is right here. And that new energy is something that you're loving very much. It's the Nine of Cups. So this is energy you've been calling on for a long time. Okay? So that new energy comes in. And as that new energy comes in, your patience is paying off, because again, your patience toward what can I do next? What can I do to push forward, again, to break that barrier? Maybe to get maybe more happier. Okay, maybe it'll make my career better. Maybe it'll make my job space happier. Maybe it'll make my home life happier. And again, you've been patiently waiting for it to happen, and you've been pushing forward. You don't sit around and wait. I mean, that's what this is about. But that new energy, that notice is coming in. The energy this week will pay off, because there's this newness coming in that's going to say, you know what? Yes, what you've been working for, what you've been pushing for, it is finally falling into place. It's kind of like, again, like putting a puzzle together. You put the pieces together, and as you put it together, you kind of know where you're going. You knew from the picture on the box what the puzzle was going to look like, but the pieces just weren't fitting into place, and all of a sudden now they're lining up, and that's what this is about. And again, it's interesting because you've gone through a lot of changes. Things have not quite worked out exactly the way you had anticipated. However, they are working out. And so you're like, you know what? I'm going along with this because I need the resolution. I need the completion. And now they're actually falling into place better, which gives you, again, that new renewed energy. So it's funny. It's like you've been drudging. It's like drudgery, just going along for a while. And it's just not happening. And it's like, I keep doing this. Why doesn't this wah? Scorpions, you're not a wah people, but recently you've been kind of like, wah, like, come on, give me a helping hand. And sure enough, it did. And look at this. The sign from the universe that clarifies that is those changes fall into place, and the end of the turmoil, the end of the work, the end of the drudgery comes. And all of a sudden now you're faced with choices. And they're like, oh my gosh, I have now choices. I don't know what to do. Oh my gosh, I need to focus. Yeah. Squirrel. Yeah, exactly. You need to be careful, because now that things have broken loose, and now that the opportunities have shifted, and the energy is now for you, you'll be given a lot of opportunities. You'll be given a lot of things this week that are going to be so exciting to you. Pick wisely. Be careful. Do not fall into the trap of not being focused, because if you cannot focus and you do not make choices properly, you will not be happy with what happens. Okay, so to control the energy, okay, control the energy, make sure you're focusing on the things that matter most. If your decisions this week are those of which way do I go? Is it finance? Is it whatever? The most important thing they're telling you is focus on what makes you happiest. Finance is not always going to get you there, and there's not a lot of finance cards here. What's going to get you there for this reading and this energy, not for always, because generally speaking, money in abundance is what draws you. But this time, focus on the happiness. What will make you happiest? And you will see as you make those choices, you'll make the right one, which gives you that new direction and that new push. And so it'll help you pick the one from the many. Okay, so don't be afraid to make that choice, because if you don't make the choice, then you wind up in a very not happy place. That was an interesting way of phrasing that, right? Anyway, so take that new choice, move forward with it. I'm loving it. Use that energy to its fullest. Don't let anybody come at you and say, you know, no, don't bring him. No, don't bring him in. Don't bring him down. Look at my face. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Look at my face. Don't do it. No, don't do it. No. Okay.
Stay positive. Stay excited about what's happening. Let's see what else we got going on here for you. Again, let's clarify this. Again, this is such great energy. And the card that flew out, the Page of Cups. And look at this. The Page of Cups is bringing that energy of happiness. That new energy I talked about here, the Page of Wands that was bringing you that news and that energy is, again, bringing you happiness too. So that whatever that energy will do it. And it's going to put to bed, again, that kind of melees, that kind of, I can't, I don't want. Again, that's not usually who you are. And you're like, I don't even know this person. And Scorpions don't do this. We don't whine. We just kind of fight. We fight through. We power through. And exactly, look at this. There's that ace. Oh my gosh. And isn't that a beautiful ace, by the way? Look at that. Look at that card. An Ace of Swords. Look how strong and beautiful that is. That Ace of Swords, and remember that Ace of Swords is that new idea, that new way of thinking, that new way of understanding, that new way of appreciating, which again was embraced by that Ace of Wands, which is that, again, that picking it down to one. So that that one choice that you make will be so important to you. And look at that card. I mean, it's just a phenomenal card. So yes, this is your week. This is your week. Avoid the lack of focus. I'm telling you what, I have seen almost every reading, it's amazing how the clarifying card is on the actual platform. And it's interesting because there's 8 cards out of 78. 8 cards drawn for the base out of 78. And yet, out of those 8 cards, tends to still pop up from the other clarifying deck with 78 cards. A card that is in the reading already, and that tells you a lot of energy is happening here. And again, that Ace of Swords is right there, but pick wisely, do well. You are at an access point. Okay, you are at a place where you can make a big difference by what you decide this week. But make sure that you just push forward, and you'll get what you want. You will be protected. And look at this. You're strong enough. You got this. Yeah, I got this. I'm loving this deck, by the way. In the description, I tell you which decks I'm using, and you'll love them. You'll love them all. But yeah, these are great. With that said, I'm going to let you go. Don't forget to, again, hit that put a comment in, and if you put a comment in, I will enroll you for that drawing at the end of the month for a free copy of my book, The Ultimate Power Within: Unleashing the Magic of Affirmations. And with that said, I'm going to let you go. Have an amazing week, and it sounds like it will indeed be. Bye-bye.